one great wish? I wish to be you, the dream stone itself.
From a very young age, Diana was trained by her mother to become a powerful warrior. The young princess lived on the island of the Masera with the Amazons. Despite being younger and smaller than the others, she proved to be just as skilled as any warrior. Her size and strength never held her back. Instead, Diana always learned how to turn her weaknesses into strengths, which made her stand out among the Amazons. One day during a major tournament, Diana was close to winning when she suddenly fell off her horse. At that moment, she had only two choices: give up the race or cheat by taking a shortcut. Being extremely competitive, Diana chose to cheat. She got back on her horse and continued the race. Just as she was about to win, Antiope stopped her and disqualified her after discovering the shortcut. Frustrated and ashamed, Diana began to cry. Her mother comforted her and told her that one day she would become a great legend, just like the warrior Asteria. Years later, in 1984, Diana is living on Earth among humans. She has dedicated her life to protecting people from their own destructive nature. One day, a group of criminals rob an antique store inside a mall. As they try to escape, one of the thieves realizes he is surrounded and grabs a young girl, using her as a shield. He is about to throw her from the second floor when Wonder Woman suddenly appears. Diana rescues the child, uses her lasso of truth to capture the criminal, and quickly defeats the rest of the gang. After handing them over to the police, she disappears, leaving everyone wondering who she is and where she came from. Meanwhile, Diana continues to struggle with the loss of Steve Trevor, the only man she ever loved. The next day at work, she meets Barbara Minerva, a brilliant but shy scientist who has trouble fitting in with her coworkers. Later that afternoon, while examining ancient artifacts, Diana offers to help Barbara. During their work, they discover a mysterious citrine stone, said to grant any wish. Although Diana believes it is fake, she secretly wishes to have Steve back. Noticing Barbara's loneliness, Diana invites her to lunch. They talk about their past, and Diana reveals she once loved a pilot who died years ago. That same night, Barbara is harassed by a drunk man on her way home. As he tries to kiss her, Diana appears and throws him aside with ease. Barbara is shocked and begins to wonder how Diana is so strong. Instead of going home, Barbara returns to the office and takes the wishing stone. She wishes to become strong and confident like Diana. The next morning, she wakes up in the office and quickly changes clothes before anyone notices. She is then asked to guide Maxwell Lord, a powerful oil businessman, around the Smithsonian. Diana immediately senses something suspicious about him and believes his donations hide darker intentions. In reality, Max Lord is struggling. His business is failing and he is being threatened by his investors. After meeting Barbara later that day, he charms her. Feeling noticed for the first time in her life, Barbara invites him into her apartment. While kissing her, Max secretly steals the Dreamstone. Later, Diana encounters a mysterious man who seems to know her. After questioning him, she realizes Steve Trevor has returned his soul, now living in another man's body. Overcome with emotion, she embraces him. That night, they walk through the city and Steve is amazed by modern technology. Back at the apartment, they reconnect while Steve tries to adjust to his new body. Meanwhile, Max uses the Dreamstone and makes an unusual wish to become the stone itself. The artifact begins to crumble as his wish comes true. The next morning, Barbara realizes she has become incredibly strong. At the same time, Diana wakes beside Steve, realizing her wish truly worked. Despite wanting to stay with him, she decides to investigate the stone. Max's life quickly changes. His oil wells suddenly overflow, investors flood in, and his company explodes with success. Diana soon learns from Barbara that the stone was lent to Max. Realizing the danger, Diana and Steve rush to his office. Inside, they find ancient research explaining the stone's godly origin. Diana believes it was created by a god, making it extremely powerful. Steve discovers Max has booked a flight to Cairo. Diana decides to chase him and take Steve to the Smithsonian airstrip. Steve struggles at first with the modern jet, but quickly learns to fly it. As security chases them, Diana uses a rare power inherited from Zeus, ability to turn objects invisible. The plane vanishes from radar. On July 4th, Steve witnesses fireworks for the first time and flies above the clouds to see them from above. Diana praises his flying skills, admitting she has never fully mastered that ability. Back on Earth, Barbara encounters the same drunk man again. This time, she easily overpowers him, beating him brutally and enjoying the power she now has until a homeless man interrupts her, and she leaves. In Cairo, Max meets the Oil King and offers to grant his deepest wish in exchange for his oil. When the man refuses, Max removes his security and leaves him trapped behind a massive wall formed by his own wish. As Diana arrives in Cairo, she spots Max driving away and buys the taxi to chase him. Max orders his guards to attack. To protect Steve, Diana puts on her armor and faces the enemies alone, ripping a steering wheel from a truck as the battle begins. Wonder Woman uses a nearby vehicle as a shield and advances toward her next target. She quickly takes down the gunman who was trying to kill her. However, more guards soon arrive, and Diana is hit by gunfire. Injured, she hides beneath a vehicle to avoid further attacks. Seeing the woman he loves in danger, Steve acts without hesitation. He throws a car onto one of the tanks, destroying its cannon. Meanwhile, other soldiers continue firing at Wonder Woman, but she knocks over a truck and leaps onto the windshield of Max Lord's car to confront him directly. Diana demands that Max give up the stone, but she soon realizes the truth. Max has transferred the artifact's power into himself. As gunfire intensifies, Wonder Woman becomes trapped between two vehicles and is about to be crushed. At the last second, Steve appears, driving a battle tank and blocking the cars to protect her. Moments later, Diana notices two children playing nearby and realizes they are in danger. She and Steve work together to reach the children before they are hit. After grabbing them, Diana loses her strength mid-air and crashes to the ground. Weak and exhausted, she uses her own body as a shield to protect the children. Fortunately, the vehicles swerve away and leave the city. Soon after, Diana and Steve notice multiple helicopters flying toward the capital. They discover that a massive wall has appeared overnight, cutting off poor communities from their only source of fresh water. As panic spreads across Egypt, Diana contacts Barbara. Barbara reveals that the citrine stone has appeared throughout history in different civilizations. Each one collapsed soon after using it. Her final lead points to a man claiming to be a Mayan shaman who teaches in an abandoned house. The next day, Barbara visits the man, and Diana and Steve soon join her. The so-called shaman explains that the stone destroyed his people within months. Every civilization that used its power eventually collapsed. Ancient records reveal the truth. The stone was created by an evil god, Deceit, also known as the god of lies. The artifact grants wishes but takes away the user's most precious possession. Diana realizes that bringing Steve back caused her to lose her powers. The only way to stop the destruction is to undo the wishes. But there is a problem: the stone no longer exists. Max Lord has become the stone himself. Diana now faces an impossible choice. Stopping Max will erase all wishes, including Steve's return. Barbara, unwilling to lose her newfound strength and confidence, refuses to renounce her wish and walks away. Meanwhile, Max meets with powerful leaders and grants their wishes in exchange for influence. But with every wish, his body weakens. As he prepares to meet the president, Diana searches for a solution that won't require losing Steve. She reflects on the legend of Asteria, the greatest Amazon warrior who sacrificed herself to save her people. Diana once searched for Asteria and found only her armor at the White House. Max grants the president's wish for more nuclear weapons in exchange for his power and authority. As Max leaves, Wonder Woman confronts him. She restrains him with the lasso of truth, but his guards attack. Steve protects Diana with a silver tray, knowing she is weakened. Together, they manage to defeat the guards until Barbara suddenly appears and attacks Diana. As Max escapes, Steve chases after him. Barbara, now fully embracing her power, fights Diana fiercely and warns her to never interfere again. Steve helps Diana escape as chaos spreads throughout Washington. Realizing the world is on the brink of collapse, Steve understands that he must give up his life so Diana can regain her strength. Heartbroken, Diana kisses Steve goodbye and renounces her wish. Instantly, her powers return. She uses her lasso to latch onto an aircraft, flies into the sky, and finally masters the ability to fly. Max begins broadcasting worldwide, promising to fulfill everyone's dreams. As humanity's darkest desires are unleashed, the world falls into chaos. Max grows stronger by draining the life force of those whose wishes he grants. Diana arrives wearing Asteria's armor and fights her way into the fortress. Her armor protects her from bullets as she defeats the guards. Barbara appears again, now fully transformed into Cheetah. With enhanced strength, claws, and a tail, the two clash violently. Diana uses her armor's wings as shields, but they begin to fail. Realizing she must fight without them, Diana removes the wings and defeats Barbara. When power lines fall into the water, Diana gives Barbara one last chance to renounce her wish. Barbara refuses, forcing Diana to electrocute her. Though injured, Diana saves her from drowning. Diana then confronts Max but cannot reach him due to a powerful storm surrounding him. Unable to defeat him physically, she uses the lasso of truth to show him the destruction he has caused on the danger his son is in. Seeing Alistair's fear, Max finally understands his mistake and renounces his wish. Instantly, all wishes are undone, stopping global destruction and preventing nuclear war. Max reunites with his son, realizing that his only true wish is for Alistair to one day be proud of him. Months later, at Christmas, Diana walks peacefully through the snow-covered streets. She encounters the man who once hosted Steve's body. Instead of sadness, she feels gratitude for having been able to see Steve one last time, even if only briefly. And that's a wrap on today's recap. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a plot twist. Got a movie you want recapped? Okay, drop it in the comments below. This is DX Movie Shorts. See you in the next one.